What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GameFreak. We are going to do a 90-day review on a product that I got a little over 3 months ago. So it's actually been more than 90 days since I've had this. And that product is the Anbernic RG35XX. This is a really cool handheld. It has over 5,000 games on it. A bunch of different systems and handhelds are included on this. I do not have a case, so I kept it in the box, which works out great as a case. But here is the product. It's not a real big product, but it does pack a big punch. And we are going to dive into all the features on this, what's good and what's bad. So let's do this. Okay, so here she is. The Anbernic RG35XX. So the first thing we're going to look at is the quality build on this. Now it definitely is sturdy. It's not built cheap. It feels good. Mine actually looks like the OG Game Boy, just a smaller version of it. But I think there's two other colors that you can get. But I just picked this one just because I was a fan of the original Game Boy. The D-pad feels really good. The buttons are nice. The screen is actually beautiful. We'll see that when I turn it on. And over to the side here, you have your power button and your SD slots. You can add games to this from Atari up to PlayStation 1. And it will run fine. A lot of people have updated theirs with Garlic OS. I have not done that. I don't really see a need for it. Mine's running fine with the stock that it came with. On the other side, you have your volume button. And on the back, you have your triggers, your R1, R2, L1, and L2. This is the part I do not like. Fortunately, only a couple games use these triggers, so it's not really that big of a deal. It doesn't get in the way or anything when you're holding it. It's pretty comfortable in your hands and everything. But the couple games that do use these, I didn't like the feel of it whatsoever. So let's turn this thing on, and we will see what the picture quality looks like. Hopefully you get the view that I get. You got to kind of hold the power button on for a second and then it'll pop on. So it's probably not going to look as good on camera as it does for, in person. So we'll just go to the games real quick. And maybe you'll be able to see this all right. Let's get out of here and we'll just go to one of my, I think I have like Need for Speed or something in my favorites, so we'll check that out. Or not Need for Speed, Gran Turismo. Alright, so I'll let you see what this all looks like. It does have a very nice picture to it. The speaker on this, it's okay, but it's also not the greatest. I mean, you can't expect much from such a small little speaker and a small handheld. So here, we'll just skip all this and we'll get into gameplay. Like, I really don't care what mode I'm gonna play. We'll just do a single race. We'll do normal. Whatever car pops up, we'll use. Alright. Here we go. So like I said, I'm not going to play this whole game or anything. I just want to let you guys see what the actual screen and everything looks like and how smooth it runs. But yeah, this is not bad at all for a small screen. And I'm at an angle right now, so I am probably just gonna fuck this all up. But yeah, real nice picture here, nice gameplay, no lag, no nothing, no nothing. So we'll get out of this, exit the game, and we will exit this. And I will show you all the different game rooms in here. You know, PS1, you got the arcade. I mean, it has quite a bit on here. A lot of different emulators, so it's really cool. Now, if I had to tell you my favorite on here, it's the Neo Geo collection. This has so many good games on it, and it's probably the playlist that I have played the most. I really enjoy it, but you know, everyone has their own thing. So, you know, I guess I can show you like a Neo Geo game on here. Let you see what it looks like. We'll do Metal Slug because that's a pretty common game. Let you see what it looks like. I think the volume's all the way up. It's not super loud, but it's also not like a... Here. So here's Metal Slug. I mean, there might be a glare because I got lights on. So yeah, there you have Metal Slug, really cool game. I highly recommend the Neo Geo collection. It's really cool. And the other thing that I want to show you, lastly, another feature on here, you can play this on the TV. Let me turn this off. You can play this on the TV. You just have to hook a HDMI cord up to it. However, this is a mini HDMI here. So, in order to hook it up to a TV, you just have to get an adapter like this, where a full-size regular HDMI cord will fit in, and your mini, you just, oops, it goes the other way. Just plug it into the top, hook your HDMI in here. In fact, I did make a video playing this on a TV, and honestly, I think, I'm sure other content creators have done it, but I have never seen it, and I don't need anyone throwing it in my face and saying, oh, you're not the first one to do it. However, I'm the only one that I've ever seen hook it up to a TV and make a video about it, and it plays great on the TV. This works out perfect as a controller. If you want to hook it up to the TV, that's totally up to you. It's all preference. So if you want to, go for it. If not, don't. One of these adapters is only a couple bucks. You can get it at pretty much any hardware, or not hardware store, but like a Walmart or like a Radio Shack, if Radio Shack still exists in your area, or Meijer, or whatever store, Target, they all sell this. Any place with an electronics section will have this. Even like Menards and stuff will have stuff like this. I believe Lowe's even carries these. So yeah, maybe $2 for one of these things. So not a bad deal. And I have played this on the TV a few times, but I didn't buy it for that. I bought this for on the go. And if I'm bored, my wife drives a lot. So when I'm the passenger, something to play. But I don't really play games that much on the road. But most of the time I'm talking to her, listening to music. But this came in handy for road trips if, you know, me and her run out of stuff to talk about or something. So, really cool little device here. Alright, so that's the product. And there is one thing that I did leave out. It does come with a charger. It's a USB to USB-C. Takes about an hour, maybe a little bit under an hour to fully charge. And with a full charge, I think the longest I've sat down and played it in one sitting, because like I said, I really dug into this because I want to give a fair review, or wanted to give a fair review. I think I sat down for like 5 hours at one time, and I got 5 hours of life out of this thing before I had to charge it on a full charge. So it does hold a charge really well. Actually, a lot better than the Evercade EXP, which I also love, but this by far holds a better charge. If I had to give this a grade, like a school grade, I would give this an A+ easily. I own quite a few different handheld emulators, and this is by far the king of the ones that I have. The Anbernic RG35XX, man, highly recommend it. Unfortunately, since I bought this, I think Anbernic has put out about 4 more handhelds in like the last 90 days with some crazy ass numbers and letters. So I couldn't even tell you the names, and I'm actually probably going to buy them because I really enjoyed this one. So I bought this at $60 3 months ago. Now it's at like 72 or something like that. But you know, companies do that. When they start selling, they'll push the prices up to make some extra dough. But that's Amazon. If you go to like AliExpress, you can still get this thing around 60, 65 bucks, sometimes cheaper. But you're also going to be waiting a week or two longer for your order to come in. So that's totally up to you. I do rate this a 5 out of 5 easily. As I said before, you can add games from Atari up to PlayStation 1, and you can get your game on, man. You'd have a good time. It's fun. I highly recommend checking out the Neo Geo collection on here. The Game Boy Advance is really good. Game Boy Color collection. Really everything on here is loads of fun. If you're into fighting games, there is a lot of fighting games on here, but I've kind of, grown out of fighting games like Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat I don't believe is on here, but there's a lot of like Street Fighters and stuff like that. I don't even know if it's Street Fighter. It's King of Fighters. I'm sorry. Lots of them. There might be Street Fighters on here. Shit, there might be Mortal Kombats on here, but I just kind of scrolled over them because I'm just not into games like that anymore. But I do recommend this, and I thank you guys for watching today. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps out the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. And until the next video, game on.